Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you 10 latest defense updates. Number 1, Project Zorawar. Indian Army plans 2-year trials followed by quick induction. Heightened tension with China on the Ladakh sector has come as a boon to Project Zorawar to develop a 25-ton light tank for the Indian Army as DRDO and L&T plan to roll out prototypes later this year. Indian Army also plans to conclude trials within 18 to 24 months. 25-ton light tank will first go through internal trials after rollout and will be immediately handed over to Indian Army for high-altitude trials have been lined up along LAC from the Ladakh sector to Arunachal Pradesh. Next. Godrej starts manufacturing Dry Kaveri engine. Dr. Tessie Thomas, Director General of Aeronautical Systems DRDO, inaugurated the manufacturing of the Dry Kaveri engine module at the Godrej and Boyce facility, which was also attended by Nairika Holkar, Executive Director Godrej and Boyce. Next. Will study SPV model for AMCA Program, says Boeing. Aeronautical Development Agency has started the process for getting CCS clearance for the over rupees 15,000 crore project to build the 5th generation Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft AMCA, which will be implemented through special purpose vehicle that is aimed at enabling concurrent engineering and production in faster timelines that will see the participation of private sector company. Next. Gaganyaan not one-off mission. Government approved space flights program ISRO. India's Gaganyaan mission will not be a one-off mission as the government has granted approval for a sustained human space flight program, a senior ISRO official said on Saturday, addressing the Be Inspired Festival of Ideas event here. Imtiaz Ali Khan, Director of ISRO's Director of Human Space Flight Program, said the follow-on space missions of Gaganyaan may include civilians such as doctors and scientists. Next. India discusses Kishan Ganga and Ratal hydroelectric project related to Indus Water Treaty. India on Monday discussed ongoing neutral expert proceedings pertaining to the Kishan Ganga and Ratal hydroelectric projects during the 6th meeting of the Steering Committee on Matters Related to the Indus Water Treaty. The 6th meeting of the Steering Committee on Matters Related to the Indus Water Treaty of 1960 took place on 17th April 2023. Next. Need to boost trade with India, Russian Deputy PM on trade imbalance. Russian Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Industry and Trade Denis Valentinovich Manturov on Monday expressed his desire to boost trade with India in order to balance Russia's merchandise trade deficit with India. Next. Steering panel on Indus Water Treaty meets to assess modification process. A meeting of the steering committee was held on Monday to take stock of the ongoing modification process of the Indus Water Treaty. On January 25th, India issued a notice to Pakistan seeking a review and modification of the 62-year-old treaty following Islamabad's intransigence in handling disputes. Next. India, UK, natural partners in a volatile world. British Chief of Defence Staff. India and the UK are natural partners in the world that is becoming more contested and volatile, Britain's Chief of the Defence Staff Admiral Sir Tony Radakin said on Monday as he began a 3-day visit to India. Next. Space startups encouraged to make investments, says Union Minister. India is one of the very few countries that have built end-to-end capability in space technologies, Union Minister of State for Space Jitendra Singh said on Monday. Addressing the precursor event of the G20 Space Economy Leader meeting, Singh said India is an emerging space economy. India is one of the very few countries that have built end-to-end capability in space. Over the years, space technology has penetrated all walks of life. As a result, there is a huge demand for space-based services which have huge commercial potential. Next, India hosts 100th meeting of G20 under its presidency. India celebrated a key milestone in its G20 presidency on Monday with the hosting of the 100th meeting of the grouping, the Ministry of External Affairs said. It said that 100 G20 meetings have been held in 41 cities covering 28 states and union territories of India. India's G20 presidency in the building up to the New Delhi Leaders Summit on September 9th and 10th has received immense support from G20 members and guest countries for its inclusive, ambitious, action-oriented and decisive agenda. Next, MORTH pumps in rupees 1.3 trillion for highways, tunnels in J&K and Ladakh. Union Road Minister and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari recently said that Kashmir to Kanyakumari will no longer be a dream for the people of India. He said this while referring to the massive development of the road network in Jammu and Kashmir and also in other parts of the country. As far as the roads and highways construction project in Jammu and Kashmir are concerned, development work worth rupees 1,30,000 crore has been taken up by MORTH in J&K, and since 2014, around 500 kilometers of road network has been completed in the region. Thank you.